As unelected and unaccountable MAGA billionaire, Elon Musk continues to make unprecedented intrusions into the workings of the federal government and now has access to our social security numbers. House Democrats on the Oversight Committee attempted to subpoena Elon Musk, but unfortunately were blocked by Republicans, which led to pure chaos on the House Oversight Committee. And in the aftermath, Elon Musk is publicly lashing out at House Democrats for trying to get him to subpoena under oath. But before we unpack all that, if you end up liking this video and you want to support the channel, please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go. All right, friends, unfortunately, one of the consequences of elections is that when you're in the minority, you have very little power, and that's where we are with House Democrats, but they are trying to make the most of it with what they have. I want to play this clip. It's about 2.5 minutes long of House Democrats led by Jerry Connolly attempting to subpoena Elon Musk, which would require him to testify under oath before elected representatives, and Republicans scrambled to block it, leading to chaos.
Who is this unelected billionaire that he can attempt to dismantle federal agencies, fire people, transfer them, offer them early retirement, and have sweeping changes to agencies without any congressional review, oversight, or concurrence? Therefore, Mr. Chairman, given his prominence and his importance, I move that the committee subpoena Elon Musk to come before it as a witness at the earliest possible moment. And I so move.
There's been a motion and second. The motion is not debatable.
Mr. Chairman, why is it not debatable? Point of order.
It is debatable.
Mr. Chair, I strike the last word.
Hold on.
Mr. Chairman.
I'm going to table the motion. Right. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, why don't we want to debate Elon Musk coming in and talking to us about his work and how he's enriched himself for under $64 billion?
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Chair recognizes Dr. Fox.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to table the motion.
There's
I
a
second.
motion to table. Is there a
Mr.
second?
Chairman,
Second by
point of
Mr.
order.
Higgins.
Point of order.
Now,
Mr.
the
Chairman.
motion is not debatable, as many
Point of order, Mr.
are in
Chairman.
favor of tabling. Point of order. State your point.
Mr. Chairman, I think it's outrageous that this committee will not even entertain a motion.
No, you state your.
Chairman, that's not a point of order.
Somebody
You know,
who's breaking the law
agree. Point
and
of
dismantling our federal agencies
Chairman,
and
I call-
You're
hiring
You're out of
federal
order.
employees
No,
and
we don't listen to
hacking
demagogues.
personal data,
Out of
and
order.
you will not
Out of order.
even
Out of order.
entertain a motion
The
to
motion
bring
is
this
order.
in
Chairman, this is
front of the
demagoguery. This is
Oversight
out of order.
Many
Committee.
as are in favor of tabling.
Yes,
signify.
let's have order in this
Mr.
country.
Stansberry, you're out of order. You know you're out of order. You know the rules of this committee. There's been a motion.
Mr.
and a
Elon
second to
Musk is
table.
out of
No.
order and dismantling.
He's out of order.
God.
I call the question.
Mr. Elon Musk.
There's been a motion and second. Motion by Dr. Fox, second by Mr. Higgins to table. All those in favor of tabling signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying no.
No.
In the
So, by a vote of 20 to 19, the motion was tabled to subpoena Elon Musk. Friend of the stream and Democratic Congressman Maxwell Frost describes the situation. First, he said, I'm in Oversight Committee hearing right now. Ranking Member Connolly just called for a vote to subpoena Elon Musk. Republicans outnumber us on this committee, but many aren't in the room. We'll see who wins this vote. We deserve transparency and answers. Then he updated, said, Republicans ran into the room to shield Elon Musk from having to come to speak to Congress. They want their billionaire takeover done behind closed doors. The people deserve transparency. No one elected Elon Musk. Interestingly, or frustratingly, there was an abstention from the vote, and that was Ro Khanna, a Democratic congressman representing a part of Silicon Valley in California. So, as it was reported, Oversight Democrats just moved to subpoena Elon Musk. The motion failed 19 to 20, with Representative Ro Khanna notably abstaining from the vote. Ro Khanna replied, and he said, I would have voted yes. They called a procedural vote without notice, and I, like 8 others, didn't make it in there on time. Musk's attacks on our institutions are unconstitutional. He should be subpoenaed and answer to our committee. They should call the vote again with notice. So Ro Khanna is a progressive. We actually interviewed him here at Pondering Politics when we were at the DNC. It was on a live stream. This is a guy who's very smart. He has many progressive values, and he'll go on everywhere. He was actually recently on Tim Pool's show. Like, he is very much unafraid of having confrontational conversations. He's on the Young Turks. I think he's been on the Majority Report. He's been on Tom Hartman's show. But also he is frustrating at times because he is seen as too sympathetic to Silicon Valley and even right-wing Silicon Valley bros like Peter Thiel and Elon Musk, for example. And so people have, they have their issues with Ro Khanna. He's also been entirely too credulous on, working with Doge, Elon Musk's so-called government Department of Government Efficiency. And but in response to this, in response to Ro Khanna saying, hey, listen, I didn't make it there on time, but if you bring it up for a vote, I will vote to subpoena Elon Musk. And I think what Elon Musk is doing is unconstitutional. Elon Musk responded to Ro Khanna, lashed out at him and said, don't be a dick. So Elon Musk is triggered by this idea that Ro Khanna would vote to have him subpoenaed and testify under oath before Congress, a level of accountability that Musk is not used to having and does not want to suffer. He wants total lack of transparency and accountability. How dare you call what I'm doing unconstitutional? How dare you say that I should be subpoenaed and forced to answer questions given my extraordinary wealth and power and access to the White House? Ro Khanna responded saying, Elon, we've known each other for a long time. You can't stop payments that Congress has authorized and appropriated. Make recommendations to Congress, but don't stop payments. That's Article 1. Also, let's debate why we need the Department of Education. As far as I can tell, Elon Musk has not responded to Ro Khanna. So yeah, there we have it. I mean, the House Democrats are in the minority. There's very little that they can do by way of flexing power because they have very little power to flex. They get usually one witness in hearings, right? The majority, I think, gets 2 or 3, and the minority gets to call one. They get to ask questions of all the witnesses if they so choose, and they get to vote on motions, but they just don't have the numbers unless a motion is brought to a vote at a time when the majority's members are not in attendance. But that's why, according to Congressman Frost, the Republicans ran back in to block it because they do not want Elon Musk, their right-wing, unelected, unaccountable billionaire ally, to be held accountable and to be forced to answer questions under oath and provide a level of transparency to the American people. I'll also point out on the topic of Elon Musk that his popularity, his support is rapidly diminishing because it turns out that more Americans than not really don't want unelected billionaires to be influencing the government.
The American people did not sign up for this. They voted in Donald Trump. They did not vote in Elon Musk, a key role for Musk and Trump's administration. You see this 39% support, 53%, the clear majority opposed. They don't want this. The American people don't want this. No, no, no. Just 36% of independents support the idea of Elon Musk having a key role in the Trump administration. So the bottom line when it comes to all of this and Elon Musk being everywhere it seems in the federal government trying to trim down the federal deficit, the American folks, simply put, do not want Elon Musk having a key role in the Trump administration.
Even though he has a very key role at this point. How has his own popularity sort of been impacted by this? Because if you go on Twitter or X, which he now owns, you would think he is the king of kings.
He may be the king of X or Twitter, but he ain't the king of the United States of America. And if he were the king, he'd be a very unpopular king. Elon Musk's net favorable rating. You know, back in 2016, when he was known as the SpaceX guy, right? His net favorable rating was plus 29 points. By last year, pre-fall, he had dropped all the way down to -3 as he began to take on more of a political role. Remember, as he took on X, as he bought X, formerly known as Twitter. Now look in 2025. Whoa, the bottom has fallen out, minus 11 points. And it should be noted that Donald Trump's own net favorable rating is closer to about a net 0. So Elon Musk at this particular point is far more unpopular than Donald Trump is, who is at the apex of his popularity. In fact, what we see with Elon Musk is he is at the trough of his.
So there you have it, folks. Just a couple of things to point out there. Elon Musk has, at least as of this moment, truly squandered the favorability he had with the American people when he was seen as more of an eccentric, tech bro billionaire who wanted to get us to Mars and fancied himself the next or the real life version of Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, Iron Man. Now that he's immersed himself in right-wing politics, he's become a right-wing troll, a right-wing conspiracy theorist, a right-wing billionaire oligarch, the likes of which we have never seen in this country. People don't like it. A majority of people don't like it. They want him to stay out of politics. Of course, he has a constitutional right to involve himself in politics, but the American people do not want him to have an outsized influence on this government, and he is obviously having just that. And it says something that Donald Trump, Harry Enton pointed this out, that right now Donald Trump is hovering at about 50-50. This is the highest. He's at the apex of his popularity, which is insane, but it also goes to show that Donald Trump has never been a particularly popular character as well. This is the best he can do, and it's about 50-50. Even President Biden had, about 10 points on Donald Trump's approval rating at this time in their respective presidencies. So Donald Trump and Elon Musk are not particularly popular, Elon Musk even more so, and the American people do not want this. And only time will tell if Elon Musk will get the hint, or given his lack of accountability and transparency and the fact that he doesn't have to worry about election or re-election, and he only has to worry about making sure Donald Trump bends the knee, and Donald Trump is inclined to do so given that Donald Trump likes money, Elon Musk may say, you know what? I wanted to be Iron Man, but you know what? Now I'll be a Marvel movie villain instead and say, screw what the people want, and I just want to do whatever I want. But there we have it. Democrats tried to subpoena Elon Musk. They failed narrowly. Elon Musk is lashing out at Democrats who supported the notion publicly. He's obviously very worried about being held accountable and offering transparency to the American people. And the American people are not pleased that Elon Musk has intruded his way into the height of power. In the meantime, let me know what you think in the comments.